Welcome to Ultraviolet Presents. I am Kris and I'm here with Stuart and Ewan from Layaway. How you doing, boys?
Alright.
Doing very well, very well.
Nice to see you, Kris.
So you've got some new music coming out.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about it.
Been really busy the last year and a half, whatever.
Aye.
Just recording, making videos, doing a lot of stuff. Just probably the most prepared we've ever been as a band. We've got 5 music videos done.
Something like that, aye.
Yeah,
aye.
pretty crazy, man. But yeah, time to start birthing these songs into the world.
Get things moving.
That's it.
So, is there any kind of particular theme that you go for in your music videos? Because I have seen some of your videos, and especially the ones that are coming up, and
Yeah.
there does seem to be like a very specific sort of look and feel that you're going for. But is that on purpose, or is it just random ideas that come and whatever suits the song?
Usually we work it so whenever we do videos, we'll send the video to whoever is doing the video, and then I like to say, guys, just do what you want. It's free reign, and usually the better the challenge, the better for us as a band, because it's like things that you don't think is possible. You try and make happen, and if you don't make them happen, you'll get somewhere close to it. You know what I mean? So we've done videos in the past where we've been shooting on top of car parks in the middle of Glasgow, which was cool. But it was like the guy that done that, he basically just said to me, imagine this song being performed in like a roof in the city centre, and I was like, challenge accepted.
So, End of the Night came out 2016.
Oh man.
Did you go back to a Rolodex in your brain to find the name of it?
We do our research here before, you know what I mean? We do our research. But End of the Night came out in 2016, and I suppose, and I've had a wee listen just, to Layaway through the years, if you want to, rolling back the years of Layaway. But I suppose my question is how, for you guys, how's things changed since then? Sound-wise, personally, like however you want.
I actually learned how to write songs. Maybe.
A big thing with those ones, because that was obviously like our first ever stab at something. I say like a stab in the dark, genuinely, because the way I sort of describe it is like when it was quite like a sort of young kind of thing to do in terms of the way we wrote it, because it was very much like, oh, we're all the new person in this band, and we all want to kind of show ourselves off, so everyone's playing too much. Everyone's like, I've got a double bass pedal in it, completely stupid. Don't know why I bothered doing that.
Sometimes less is more.
That was something that we
definitely.
just did not know at that time at all. So that was properly, we properly kind of flung that out. I mean, there's some great like concepts and stuff in that in it, but like, we I don't think, when was the last time we played any of those songs from that?
Long time ago. But I mean, the thing with this band is it was always just make a big sound and try to find that, and trying to find where each person's sound within the band was comfortable. And I mean, when we write now or we do anything, it's a very, very easy process, because everyone knows their roles, everyone knows what they can get away with and what sounds good most of the time, thankfully. You're the first person that's ever actually asked about that EP, man. So I'm kind of blown away. I'm not really prepared to talk about the End of the Night.
It's also a big part of that as well, in terms of the changes, that we've literally changed members as well throughout all that. I mean, like, we recorded the End of the Night, and then before we even did our first music video, we had to change our bassist as well, and then we've had another change of bassist since then as well. So now it's with Fraser, who's locked in. He's not going anywhere. We chained him to to his bass guitar, so he's not going anywhere.
Having him in the band makes my life so much easier, because basically I play with 2 lead guitarists. One of them plays bass and one of them plays lead, and I can just fire away with chords, and I'm quite happy doing that. You know what I mean? That's me in my comfort zone. It's like I can sing and be moody and play chords. I'm happy.
Leave the fancy stuff to someone else.
Yeah.
So you might have answered this already then, and I suppose if we're sticking with 2016 being the theme right now, what advice would you give Layaway if you could give Layaway from 2016 advice, like what kind of advice would you give them?
Well,
Don't scream as much.
Okay.
You'll damage your voice.
I don't know. I mean, like I think it was a lot of the sort of fuck ups that we made along the way were quite important fuck ups to make, I suppose.
I don't think you end up where you're going by not going through the journey that is that, you know, being in a band and all the politics and all the things that go along with it. I mean, you know yourself, playing in Only You, it's like there's just always going to be 4 different personalities, 5 different personalities, 5 different lives to manage, and it's finding guys that all want to continue on that journey together with you. I think we've kind of had that for the last few years, and it's been really good because it's meant that we've been able to focus on the songs properly rather than, you know, there's always the new guy in the band that, you know, the guy maybe like Fraser, he's been in our band for 4 years or something now, so like he is like solidified in the band, but even still after like a year or two, like the new guy, but getting over kind of beyond that kind of stuff, it's very good just to focus on the music.
So what's the plans for these releases that are coming up then? Is there tours happening, or what are you planning?
So we've got next. We were hoping to do a kind of wee cinema night thing, so that's still kind of happening. And because we've done 2 videos that we're putting out this year, and next year we've got this sort of succession of 3 videos which all lead into one another. And we were debating as to even the order to release them in. We were originally going to do it in a sort of backwards way, and then all of a sudden we're just totally just making this harder than it needs to be, and no one's going to, unless someone actually specifically has explained what's happening in these videos to people, they'll just be like, what the hell's going on here? So the main thing next year is just focusing on the video content and try to build things. I mean, a tour would be great, going up north again would be great, going down south, just even doing a few weekenders just to kind of keep just to keep fans and kind of in the line up from Inverness and that, because we did a great time the last time we were up there. And I'd really like to go to Manchester. We've never played Manchester. We played basically all the other cities in England, but Manchester's one we missed out on. That was the only one we couldn't kind of tie together when we done that wee tour a couple of years ago. But yeah, I mean, just focus on the music. We're hopefully just going to keep the ball rolling with releases and keep consistent, because it's been the biggest hurdle for us, has been just having that, right, let's get some work done and be consistent for like a year and a half, and have that little bit of time. You know, and it might seem boring to us a wee bit because we've had these songs for a year and a half or whatever, so it's not new to us. But at the same time, no one's heard these new songs apart from our little bubble of a band, you know. So we're just excited to start things going and let people hear the new sound that we've got and just what we've been up to for the last year.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing that we've changed is just the structure and how we record and film. And like it used to be, we would sort of go, right, okay, we're going to do a single, so we're going to record a single and film a music video, and then you release it and everything, and everyone goes, great, that was fantastic. What you got next? And we go, shit, we haven't got anything next. So we've completely done this the exact opposite now, where we've, you know, sat and knocked ourselves absolutely silly, like recording like 10 different songs or something like that. And then the immediate thing is people go, oh well, an album kind of thing, but then there's, you know,
every one of them's a single. They've all been written as singles as well. It's not been let's write an album. It's been let's write just single after single after single after single after single, and it's worked out to be a pretty cool sounding album if we do that in the future. Just to say, here's a collection of songs that you can, you know, give to someone, that kind of body of work sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean the kind of thing is that we've been sitting on these for so long that we're now in this sort of in the middle of doing this whole release kind of thing. And the thought process is, well, we're doing the rest of this release, we can bank some more as well. And potentially we could maybe look at an album further down the line, maybe, you know, who knows kind of thing. So
it's making moves.
Definitely, man. Just try to keep busy and just try to maintain focus and just, you know, just try to be the band that we think we can be, sort of thing.
So while you were talking about tours and stuff like that, and I suppose it kind of leads me to my next question. what's the biggest gig you've played so far, and then what's the worst gig you've ever played? I love asking people what the worst gig, because there's usually like some story in there. But
The biggest one was Barras.
Yeah, Barrowlands is the biggest, definitely. So that was Glasgow Pride 2019.
Yeah.
And we managed to play that, which was a dream come true, obviously. Just like, even if it wasn't our show, just to play that venue, it's so iconic. It's the one thing that every Glasgow band says, I want to play the Barras, because they've seen umpteen bands that are their heroes, or they've been to... Everybody's been to a night at the Barras that they'll never forget, or the tickets for a gig. I mean, I had tickets to the Dartlands the first time they played the Barras in 2003 or whatever it was, 2002.
Right, okay.
So that just shows you the kind of, you know, my cousin's seen Nirvana in there. He's seen who was it? He's seen Rage Against the Machine, supported by Beastie Boys.
Wow.
All these incredible artists,
Yeah.
and it's a place we've tick.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be great to go back there and play it as our own show and have a sold out show. But just to do the venue is amazing, man. Our biggest show that's been our own show was Ormore, I think.
Yeah, no,
I think that was the biggest. Yeah.
Which was a good show.
That was a great show, man.
Yeah, really, really
It
good.
was just funny because there was the guy that done it. There was like posters all over the West End, and like people would be sending me pictures like that. What the F you doing? Yeah, I know. On the Glasgow Underground. I think I was going to see your cutting there.
Aye.
So, and the worst one, I mean, there's loads. So, take your pick, Ewan. There's quite a few. There's been a few.
Was
Like
it Birmingham?
people always joke about playing to like the sound guy and the bar staff. We've actually played to like one guy at no, in fact, no. The Birmingham one was definitely the worst.
So
That was definitely the
the
worst show,
least
man.
populated one. I can tell right now was Bradford, and it was like us playing to the other band we were on tour with and the bar guy, and that was it. But that was not as bad as the Birmingham one.
No,
Birmingham one was worse because there was people there, but they literally were like facing the other way, not even paying attention to us at all.
Aye,
that was really bad.
It was like a metal bar, right? And it was basically the last show of that tour, and we were really looking forward to it because they were like promoting us. We were getting paid to do it. It was like an actual paid gig on our first tour.
It was like a student night thing as
Aye,
well.
and
Like,
they
so
were
it was like the student night for Birmingham.
Aye.
They had a thing on, like, oh, it's going to be bouncing, all this kind of stuff. We got these bands coming down from Glasgow. It's going to be amazing. And genuinely, it was maybe a half-filled bar of
People were actually going out of their way to sit with their back to you and ignore you. And like you'd finish a song and no one was applauding or even acknowledging that you'd just finished a song. At one point, I was just making up stories about what I wrote the songs about, right? And I said, I think one of them that I said was, I said I wrote this song and it actually was featured in Sesame Street. And I went on to this massive story about how it was like, what's that guy that's in the bin? Grumpet, the grunge. Aye. Crouch, aye. I said about how it was like a backdrop song to one of his scenes in Sesame Street, and like people weren't even they were all just sitting there pissing themselves laughing. And I was just like, just having fun with it.
Do you know, I remember, that you had that saying, like, I played in front of a man and a dog. I have literally played to a man and a dog, and it was the guy who, he knew somebody who worked behind the bar, so it's not like he was even there for music or whatever. Horrible. So yeah, I've been there, and it's hard to kind of keep going.
Definitely the whole having people but they just don't care about you is devastating. And it was also as it was the last day, so we immediately had to drive from Birmingham to back home as well. Just absolutely devastating. But I mean, it was character building. It doesn't matter what follow up gig that we've had, whatever years later, that's maybe not been as good as it could have been. It's never going to be as bad as that one. So it can only go up.
But you need to do these things. You need to cut your teeth. You need to go to another city and play to no one. You can't play every venue and sell it out. You know what I mean? You can't play every venue and be like, that was the best show of my musical career. You need to, at the end of the day, we were getting paid to do it. We were getting beer money, and it was paying our petrol money for the week for the tour. So that's the way it needed to do it.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Exactly.
Is, more than most sometimes.
So, if or when the aliens finally reveal themselves and you need to show them Scottish music, who are you going to show them?
Oh, wow. Scottish music is quite a broad term. Because
go for the classic Run Rig. Or like Big Country or something like that. Stuart Adamson.
Nice.
I know that I probably would. I'd show them. I'd show them a video of the end of a wedding when everyone's drunk singing Loch Lomond's. That's what I'd do. Yeah, that's that because that not only shows Scottish music, it shows Scotland in general very drunk people.
You could just show them that like View concert from earlier on this year where the guy punched the other guy in the band.
Oh,
like this is what Scottish music does to you.
yeah. God, too right.
And I probably should have asked this earlier on. So where are you playing next?
Where are we playing next?
Oh God, I don't know. Where are we playing next?
We're playing On More next April with Arcade State. We're supporting them.
Yep.
We've got a gig. We're playing November the 11th.
Yeah. Funny enough, See, I was starting this joke and I thought, actually, he's forgotten.
Well, my mind literally doesn't work, man. So
cool. We'll keep you right on that one then. Don't worry.
That's good.
I only do the songs. I don't write it. I don't organise anything, man.
So just in case you didn't know, that was November the 11th at the garage.
Yes.
With Ultraviolet.
Yes. So and thanks for doing it as well. We're looking
No,
forward.
we're looking forward to it, man. It's like our first headline in a long time. As in like our own show, it's been promoted. And we've loved working with you guys and doing all this sort of stuff. It's been very cool.
Right, boys. So we'll wrap it up with the last question that we always ask every band. How do you want your music to be remembered?
Oh wow.
For me personally, just as big epic cinematic sort of style sounds that people think are emotive because they are emotive and they're almost like a little personal diary about my life experience. So yeah, that's it. Listen to this story. Here's my life story. Go and feel sad.
Anything to add to that, Ewan?
I don't so much think about us being remembered.
Your legacy.
I don't know. I suppose my main thing is that like not only do we get to do it, but do we get to keep doing it until it's done, kind of thing. I don't think about about the after bit. I'm not fucking here, so as long as it happens when we're here, then I'm happy.
70-year-old June. Right, son, come on, I'll let you hear what I used to be.
Let me show you what Scottish alt rock used to be, son.
Back in the day when we all played instruments and stuff.
Brilliant, boys. So, well, listen, thank you. Thanks for your time. And you're going to give some songs, aren't you? Yes. What you got to give us?
So we got 4 tracks. So we got a couple of oldies and a couple of new ones.
Yeah, our latest single, To The Point.
Yep.
I'm in it in this world.
Yep.
Counting Windows.
Yep.
And what else are we going for?
We're doing By the Light as well.
Our next single, By the Light, which we weren't going to do, but you asked the other night about it, so we're going to power through that and see what we can do.
Right, brilliant. And why don't you tell everybody in that camera when it's out?
So By the Light is coming out on Spotify on the 31st of October.
Halloween.
Yes, Halloween. Spooky season. And then we'll be having the music video coming out not too long after it as well. So, yeah.
Excellent. So you've heard it here first. So 31st of October, new single. I'm laughing at Adam behind the camera. 31st of October, new single. November the 11th, playing at the garage. And we'll sign off there. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Guys. Cheers.